we are going to delve right in because I like to make sure that we maximize the time and maximize the value here. So I am Ebony Solly. I am the brand strategist and creative director at Solly Media Group. And we create identities for healthcare systems, for educational institutions, for nonprofits. I've been blessed enough to work on the Bronzeville campaign with Alderwoman Cogg, so I'm extremely grateful. So can we just give a quick round of applause to Alderwoman Cogg for putting this together today? She's amazing. So today we're going to talk about how to maximize your social media. Now, how many of you have a personal Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, the hot, right? How many of you have one for your business? How many of you are using content for your business on your personal and your personal and your business? Right. So we're going to treat this and we're going to keep it real because I feel like we're family now, right? We got the introductions out of the way. We have to keep things separate, but you can turn every single follower on your social media into dollars in your pocket. Now, how many of you have an active way to make money from the things that you're posting online? Okay, so a few of us, which means we're just out here with a hobby, right? Posting pictures. Now, I love your food pictures. I love your vacation pictures. I love all of that, but we're here to figure out how to maximize that, okay? So let's go to the next slide. You know what sells? I'm gonna put it real simple because you can go on YouTube and spend hours and hours. Content sells. Being an expert in what you do sells. How many food service owners do we have in the spot? Okay. Retail, t-shirts, makeup. Okay. What are some of my other ones? Somebody just shouted out.
Financial literacy.
Financial literacy. You should be posting every single day one tip that makes me better without telling me to buy anything, without telling me when your next workshop is, just posting to help me. So you know what happens if you're the financial literacy guru and I see your posts every day? When I get a couple of dollars in my hand, I come and see you because you've cemented that in my mind. You do that through content. So the very first thing you need to do is figure out how you're going to deliver content consistently. We're going to take that content and curate it. We don't mix business with personal. So if we're doing that, today is the day it stops. We launch new pages for our business and we keep them separate. Why? I love y'all. But y'all don't want to see pictures of my 14-year-old daughter. That's not fun for you, right? You want to see what I'm delivering in terms of value. So keep those separate. Curate content that's directly beneficial to your customers, okay? So that's the first piece. The second one is engage. Now, have you ever been in a relationship where all they do is talk and you're like, yes, I heard you. Yes, I heard you. No, you're great. You're awesome. You're the best. I don't even know why I'm here in this relationship because you can do this by yourself, right? If you do that on social media, you're not engaging people. So when people comment on your content, reply back. Hit the like for the reply. Give them an a direct message, and explain to them why you're excited that they're engaging with your content, okay? So that's the second piece. But the third most important piece is monetize, right? So we'll talk about some tools, some tips and tricks that you can use to turn that into real dollars into your bank account. Okay, so those are our 3 steps: curate, engage, monetize. Let's go to the next slide. So I wouldn't be doing you any service if I didn't give you some homework right now, okay? So I'm going to give you a 30-second challenge, okay? I want you to look at this picture. And for the next 30 seconds, I want you to make notes about what you see, okay? So go. While you're doing that, this is Starbucks' website. Starbucks boasts over 17 million followers on its Instagram page. It doesn't sell coupons. You can't order your coffee on Instagram. It's all for beautiful pictures. That's it. This is their website. Super simple, okay? So I want you to write down a couple notes about what you noticed. And we're going to come back to this in a second. All right, time's up because we're going to keep this moving. Let's go to the next slide. So this is Starbucks' Instagram page. We're going to do the same thing. We're taking 30 seconds and we're gonna write down everything we notice on this page. Hint, hint, look at how many followers they have. Look at the pictures or the highlights that they're using, okay? Look how many people they're following in relationship to how many people follow them, okay? So quick scratch out the rest of your notes. Let's go to the next slide. This is a screen grab from Starbucks' Instagram page. So this is like if we scroll down a little bit, these are pictures of the content that they're posting. So again, no coupons, no buy one, get one free, right? I want somebody in the audience to shout out what you notice about the picture. It's relatable. It's pretty. Branding, yes, yes. Shows what they offer, right? That's curated content. I'm not trying to sell you anything yet, but I want you to know what our brand is, what we stand for. Notice they all kind of have the same tone. We're following cups, people. We're following cups on Instagram, okay? That's what we're doing. Let's go to the next slide. This is a screen grab from Starbucks' Facebook page. So again, 30-second challenge. Write down what you notice. I'm sorry, this is Twitter. So on Twitter, we have 11.4 million followers, 17,000 likes. So write down what you notice. Hint, hint, look at their handles. So at Starbucks on all their platforms consistently, okay? All right, and we should have one more with Starbucks. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so this is another grab from their Facebook post page. So I want you to jot down some notes on what you notice here. What you should take away is that they're engaging people. This is someone's job. This is not a hobby that they do after work. Someone is consistently posting what they want their followers to see. So when I get thirsty, I don't think of Collectivo, my bad. I don't think of Stone Creek, my bad. I go with my 17 million closest friends and I think of Starbucks. And we won't even talk about pumpkin spice latte and what that does to their social media. Okay, so what do I want your takeaway to be? Your followers matter. Post what your followers want, okay? So I sometimes get criticized because I get a little too corporate, a little too buttoned down. So I said, okay, let me go find somebody that's killing it on social media that's not your everyday entrepreneur, okay? How many of you know who Supercent is? Supercent? Okay. Quiet, divalicious, Black woman, more than 1 million followers, made $1 million in a weekend. She doesn't have a store. She has Instagram. So let's go to the next slide. Supercent created the crayon case. So I love the brand, I love the logo, I love the content she creates. She creates these makeup palettes. And the makeup palettes all have this school theme, right? So it's geometry of color. It's the marker box for eye pencils. $1 million in a weekend, 2 days. Carry the 2 times 3. We could love to do those numbers, right? So I want you to take the 30-second challenge on this and jot down what you notice about her Facebook page. She has built her business on going live. Now, how many of us have gone live? Okay, because we family now. We've gone live with some foolishness every now and then, right? I tune into your foolishness, so, on the personal page, But she has made her millions by allowing aspiring and amateur makeup artists an opportunity to go live on her page. So people tune in to see what this beautiful, bright, eccentric makeup looks like. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Here's a screen grab from further down on her Facebook page. So what do you notice? She's not on it. Okay? People love you. They love your brand just a little more. Did you see the Starbucks CEO in any of their posts? Okay. How about their board of directors? Nope. A few customers, but it's all about the cups, right? So here it's all about the makeup, what it's going to look like, the carrying cases, what it looks like on different skin tones. That's content curation. Then when she's ready to give you the buy one, get one offer, she's already got you hooked. Okay? Let's go to the next slide. Here's her Instagram, 674,000 followers. But I want you to note what she's got in her bio message. She's telling you what you're going to do as a customer. If I can give you one lesson outside of how to build this monetization of your content, everybody that follows you is not your customer. They have the potential to be your customer, but you want to make sure that your social media channels are being built for your customer, the ones who are spending money. Everybody else is love. Those are friends. They carry the message that you can publicize. Okay? So in her bio, she's got her personal page, so who she is, Supercent. She's got the name of the company, right? She's giving you a brief description of what it is, and she's telling you how you connect with her for actual product. Don't DM her if you're a customer. You won't get service, okay? And then she sends you to the website. For my people who are selling and connecting on social media, how many of you forgot to put a link to your website in your bio? Right? So now I'm coming for the pretty pictures, but I can't connect with you, okay? Let's go to the next slide. Shameless plug while we do go to the next slide. Hashtag MKE business now. I'm shameless, I'm sorry, but do it. Okay, so here we've got her Twitter page. What do you notice about the logo in the header? Consistency, it's the same. We get bored with our brand. We think everybody else must be sick of it, but that's consistency. So now if that truck rolls down the street, you're gonna say, oh, I remember Ebony talking about that company. That's branding. When you're sick of it, everybody else is loving it, okay? So don't be afraid to be consistent. So here we've got 8,957 followers on Twitter. A little note here. You won't get the same engagement everywhere. And please don't post the same picture on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm guilty sometimes too, but switch it up a little bit so that your Twitter followers get something different from you, your Instagram followers get something different from you, your LinkedIn followers get something different from you. Okay, that's how you build true engagement. So take a few more seconds here and jot down what you notice. All right, let's go to the next slide. So we looked at two totally different companies. Crayon Case, which hopefully I've introduced you to today. Great case study. Go look at what they're doing. Look at how she's monetizing her customers, how she's featuring other people. Starbucks, we can't even buy anything from them online. You need to create a community. Ebony Solly followers get something special from me. I share their posts, I connect with them. I wake up in the morning and they're like the first thing I go to, let's be real. But before we get to the rest of this, I want you to think about this. How many of you will walk up to somebody in public and just start talking? Okay? How many of you will go up to somebody and tell them where you live, how many kids you have, what you make? Just walk up to a stranger. You wouldn't do it. Online content is the same. Introduce people to who you are. Connect with them. Of course, I'm gonna nerd out a little bit. We spend, on average, adults in the United States spend 3 hours a day on social media. I take my phone in the bathroom with me, y'all. My phone is on my nightstand, okay? Right? Let's be real. So you don't get that kind of engagement from any other channel. You can't roll the TV into the bathroom unless you're balling and you got it in the tub. I see you, Qua. You got it. I see you. I see you. Right? No other channel gives us that access. Okay, every red light we stop, we're checking our Instagram feed. Use that and create a community. Create polls. Ask people what they think. So I'm releasing a book February 1st, and next week I'll be sharing the very last chapter and asking people what they think. So my book's not done until I get feedback from everybody else, right? Because I want them to be a part of it. They're using it. Create community. Add features. We automatically know the difference between McDonald's and Wendy's and Culver's and Chick-fil-A. They're different because they have different features. I cannot stress this enough. Copying someone else's content does not help you. Okay? I can give you the map, but you can't put the Ebony Solly swag on it, right? So you need to come to the table the same way. Your content is yours. Add features that only you can do. Okay? That's how you get other people to engage. If I came out with a makeup company tomorrow, I wouldn't try to take Crayon Case's template. It won't work for me. Okay? So add your own features. But you can harvest ideas, and there are some best practices. So you all are business folk, right? You have businesses. I expect that you are doing homework. You are looking online to see what were the top 10 social media posts in 2018. Ooh, let me write that down. What's the hot story in the news today? This fire festival was hot news. This guy conned all these followers out of millions of dollars. I said, let me watch this and make a post on my LinkedIn about it. Okay, how not to get hustled, because that's what happened. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Things are out there for you to latch on to. There are best practices, so do your homework. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So now, we're here because we want to know how to make money. Beautiful pictures are great. Having 11 million friends and followers is great. But I'm talking money in my pocket. Okay, how do we do that? You need to have a shopping cart experience. So if you don't have a way for people to put money in your pocket, I will look at your pictures all day. I like a few, add some comments, and then I move on to something different. Create a shopping cart. So how do we do that? Facebook has Marketplace. You sell t-shirts, create a marketplace for your t-shirts. Give me your 3 hottest designs and put those up there. Based on how many people click through, that tells you what you should keep, what you should dump. Okay, maybe I don't like a gray sweatshirt. Maybe I want it in black. Okay, so use that as community. Shopify. How many of you heard Shopify? Okay, it allows small business owners to create a store that looks really big. Qua sells books. Put some books up on Shopify. See what titles sell, what don't. Do a mini book, 20 pages. Sell that. Shopify is amazing. PayPal. PayPal? We got PayPal? Okay. So see, monetization, people. PayPal. I know we like Cash App. But PayPal allows you to create reports on what's selling and what's not, and you get your money right away. And for my big ballers who are moving into bigger business as you scale up in 2019, 2020, they allow you to have a credit card. So somebody pays you today, you can take that card to go place the order for your t-shirts later today. Okay, so get a PayPal account. Eventbrite. We've all seen Eventbrite, right? We've clicked on, we go to events. You probably registered today via Eventbrite. So what Alderwoman Cox could do is when she sends a follow-up email saying, thank you for attending, she could say, donate here. That's monetization. She has your emails. She knows your first and last name. What else does she need, right? She's got your email. You must take time to do this step, okay? I love street cred as much as the next person, but I also like my transactions to clear at the bank. So take a snapshot of this, do homework later on this, but this is your key to turn all your friends online, which are really your publicists, right? All of your followers, who are really your customers, if you do it right, and turn that into tangible funds that you can deposit into your account. And that's what we're here to do. So I think we've got one final slide. Measure everything. This is not a game. Your business will scale up to the point where you will have real customers with real expectations. You will be filing tax returns based on the work that you're doing. Measure every hour you put in front of that computer. So if you say, I have sat here for 8 hours and that's not more than you would make at a 9-to-5 gig, you got to change up some things that you do, right? That only makes financial sense. Measure how many posts you create. What are people clicking on your posts? You know what I noticed? People like books better than they like my selfies. Ooh, the shade, right? The shade. So you know what I do? I give them book posts, right? That makes sense. So measure everything. You have to be able to say, do people click on your posts in the morning before work or at midnight? Measure everything, okay? Let's go to the very, very last slide where I'm going to leave you with some information because you're going to say, well, how do I follow up? I want to ask a few more questions. I'll give you my email, okay? So you can connect with me. I'm on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I have a ton of presentations there, packaged, ready. All you got to do is click on it and go. I teach on the side, and I believe knowledge is power. So I'm going to give you knowledge that you need. So there's some frequently asked questions that are all there. Go there, grab it. Facebook, I like to share little tips, articles that are hot. So those are to help you in your marketing, okay? I nerded out a little bit on Facebook. Instagram, that's all fun and games. And pictures, that's my Starbucks cup. You can purchase some workbooks on Amazon, okay? And then the book is coming out, so y'all are my testers, so I thank y'all. Y'all can give me feedback, okay? And then there'll be a YouTube channel where, again, we can engage, we can build a community. I believe that Milwaukee is on the cusp. I've had some conversations with some folks out in LA, some folks in Atlanta, and they are ready. They're like, we're ready to mint some millions and billionaires in Milwaukee. But we gotta be right. We gotta be right. Okay, we can't show up not right. So what I want you to think back to in those 30-second challenges is everything was crisp. Everything looked great. High resolution photos, quality brand. Spend a little bit. There's some logo creators online. Go do that. You can buy stock photography. It's free stock photography. Go get that so that you look great and people feel comfortable in sharing. Okay, so I'll stick around a little bit afterwards. Hopefully I got us back on time. Thank you guys so very much, and make sure you get out and meet and greet the rest of the vendors today. Thank you.